Hello my royal cheese, this is Cheeseman the Third, and today I'm doing my first of many Skyrim classes. The reason I have not been uploading very much is because I've been making these wonderful classes. And today we are doing the last dwarf class. Now, the most recommended version of this build requires both DLCs, but I can already hear the comments spamming with trolls. But there's one. No. You can do this. I will tell you how to do this in whether you have one of the DLCs or none of them. But for the backstory, because I like role-playing sometimes, and I know some of you do, and I'm trying to be like ESO because I like his build guides. By the way, this is very inspired by his tank build, but not completely. So, the backstory. You are the last dwarf. I should have said that with emphasis. One day, after the Oblivion Crisis, you were traveling from your dwarven engineering lab to the Ethereum Forge with one of the 3 Ethereum molds. It was a new project beginning, but it was almost completed once you got this mold to the forge. However, on your way, you were stopped on the island of Solstheim by none other than Lord Harkon, the Vampire Lord. You fought him graciously, like a ballerina. No, you fought him triumphantly, but fell into the ice and was stuck in Stalhrim. As you lose body heat, your vision begins to fade. But the Daedric Prince of Fate, Hermanus Morris, appears to you, and offers you a tempting deal. The ability to live, but you have the powers of Stalhrim. You thought it was a very good deal. You accepted his offer with great glee. However, as soon as you accepted the offer, you fell into a deep sleep. The deep sleep lasted 200 years, and you awake with all of your fellow dwarves gone. You realize you are the last dwarf. With a vengeance for... You hold a grudge against Hermanus Morris for having you wait so long to be reanimated, but you thank him, for the icy powers of Stalhrim have been infused within you, and every single weapon you use has ice powers. Also, your voice can project an icy thume, which creates encasement of ice around your opponents. It's a lot of ice. You are a sworn member of the Dawn Guard, one of the governing factors. If, for any reason, you are the main boss guy, what was his name? For any reason, if Isran were to go missing, you would become the boss of the Dawn Guard. Your main weapon of choice is the dwarven crossbow. However, you can do with the Ethereum shield and the war axe. And a dwarven war axe. Of course, both of these have icy powers due to your Stalhrim infused inside of you. Your trusted companion, the enhanced dwarven sphere, fights alongside you as you destroy all vampires and search for lost Dwemer artifacts. So that's the backstory. I thought it was cool. So, let's go over what you need for this character. For this character, you're going to need a full set of dwarven armor, so level 30 smithing, or watch ESO's tank build before doing this, because he has a lot of good things that I'm not going to explain. Or go to the place in Markarth where you kill Nimi the spider, and go to the door behind her and then jump in the water, and you'll find a suit of dwarven armor. Like I said, it's my first build. Your main weapon of choice is the dwarven crossbow, enhanced dwarven crossbow. I was going to give everything 2 enchantments, but I didn't. I would recommend getting 2 enchantments. This is your main weapon. Enchant it with the frost enchantment, although the enchantments I put on here are pretty strong. I just don't have 2 enchantments on each of them. And get exploding dwarven bolts of ice. Stalhrim infused, exploding dwarf. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is your companion. You can find him in Kagrumas, I think it's called, in Solstheim. Your second most used ability, you have an icy infused dwarven war axe and the Ethereum shield, which is actually the mold that you were taking to the Ethereum forge. Like I said, you have the ice form Thum, so you need that shout. It encases your enemies in a casing of Stalhrim. So you need that shout. That goes very well with this character. If you don't have that shout, I would recommend the Frost Breath. Yeah. Now, you're yelling at me in the comments already, but I don't have the DLCs. I'm going to explain to you how to use this one without DLCs. So, without any DLCs, you don't have any DLC, you would get a pair of Dwarven armor, the Dwarven war axe, you would grab a regular Dwarven shield, and you would, get a Dwarven bow. Let's say you only have the Dawnguard DLC. You'd get the Ethereum shield, the crossbow, although you don't have the Dwarven sphere. Let's say you have the Dragonborn DLC. If you have the Dawnguard DLC, you could either go with this or Zephyr, the bow. Let's say you only have the Dragonborn DLC. You don't have crossbows. I'd recommend the Black Bow of Fate. Okay, Dragonborn DLC, Black Bow of Fate, and of course just a regular Dwarven shield. So that's how you'd build them in each of the ways. I think the whole package together is completely good, but this is for like people that are crazy about Skyrim, because I've got all 3 DLCs. That's the only reason I'm able to do this. I don't think you need the Hearthfire DLC for anything in this, but I could be wrong, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Kill me in the comments if I'm wrong on that. But yes, so this is sort of a tank build. You can do that. You can attack people. You do a good bit of damage. I'd recommend, I'm going to go over the perks and how you would do the perk tree and how you would go about doing this. So first thing you want to do is go put your first 2 points in steel smithing and dwarven smithing. I recommend getting heavy armor and well fitted. Those are the only 2 perks you're really going to need. Block, just get extra blocking. Okay? Power bash, you don't need to get any of the bashes. And time slowdown is just going to mess with your timing. Two-handed, don't put anything in two-handed. You're using a one-handed weapon. One-handed, get 3 in the armsman, get fighting stance, and get all of hack and slash. Okay? Archery, you're going to want to put a lot into this one. Critical shot, you're going to want at least one of those. You're going to want Eagle Eye and Power Shot. Power Shot makes it where you stagger opponents 100% of the time, since crossbows have a 50% chance to stagger opponents naturally. Light armor, no. Sneak, lockpicking, pickpocket, blah blah blah, none of that crap. Enchanting, I would recommend getting extra effect, and just put whatever enchantment on everything that you want other than what I put. Yeah, like I said, watch ESO's guide. It tells you how to do everything, and I hope you enjoy this build.